Lawmaker is calling for the construction of Naval Forward Operating Bases, FOB, to strengthen the country's military presence in the West Philippine Sea amid China's incursions. Surigao del Sur Representative Johnny Pimentel, chairman of the House Committee on Strategic Intelligence, told CNN Philippines The Source on Wednesday that he has filed House Bill 9420 urging the government to establish small-scale naval military bases to establish national security and protect Filipino fishermen within the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. The plan is to put up forward operating bases, our main naval bases, Pimentel said. We can put a floating platform, flexible land on aquatic territory, he said. We can put up as big as an airport and this can serve as military bases, the warships can dock there. Pwede tumir dun ang military natin, our military can live there, naval or coast guard, and we can put this up within the perimeters of our exclusive economic zone. The lawmaker also said the FOBs can be established in the municipalities of Balabac and Busuanga in Palawan, in line with the Philippine Navy's strategic basing plan. Another base could be established in Subic Bay, which is only 123 nautical miles west of Scarborough Shoal, he added. The proposed project will need funding of around $5 billion, which would just be a drop in the bucket from the current national budget worth $4.5 trillion, according to Pimentel. He said this would help avoid a repeat of the 2012 incident where the Philippines lost Scarborough Shoal, Bajo de Masinloc, when its ships facing Chinese vessels pulled out from the area as part of a deal brokered by the United States government. China, however, reneged and continued to occupy the shoal, which lies 124 nautical miles west of Zambales province and within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone of up to 200 nautical miles, which is part of the West Philippine Sea. The arbitral tribunal constituted under the United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea previously maintained that Filipino fishermen had traditional fishing rights in the area, and China should not interfere with those rights. In 2016, the arbitral tribunal largely ruled in favor of the Philippines in its case against China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea. It invalidated Beijing's historic rights claim to nearly the entire waterway and recognized Philippine sovereign rights in areas within its exclusive economic zone and continental shelf that China contests. Beijing refuses to recognize this ruling to date. Pimentel's bill has a pending counterpart measure in the Senate committee filed by Senator Francis Tolentino in 2019. Meanwhile, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is also planning to turn Pag-asa Island Indicolan Island Group into a logistics hub and install a high-resolution monitoring system in its 9 occupied features to improve the military's situational awareness while monitoring the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines' law enforcement patrols and maritime exercises in its territorial waters are ongoing despite challenges from Chinese forces.